Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi everyone, my name is teacher Atikah. I am going to share with you the second part of the new format for SPM in 2021, and today we are going to talk about the writing paper. I attempted the questions, and I've written a set of sample answer for each task, and I will share with you the experience of doing it, and hope that it can help you to um, complete the task, give you basically the plain idea how to accomplish writing your essay, and hopefully that everyone will benefit greatly through this session. Okay, so let's start. So this is writing 1119 paper 2. The credit for preparing the slides goes to teacher Nakia binti Abdullah. Now we are going to the content of writing paper. In the new format of SPM, writing is no longer in paper 1, but it has moved to paper 2. It consists 3 parts, part 1, part 2, and part 3, and altogether it sums up all the marks to be a total of 60 marks. And if you can see the slides here, for part 1, part 2, and part 3, there is a progress to how the level of difficulty has increased, to how the length of the writing has increased. So the bar goes higher and higher as you write more. So there are 3 tasks that you have to complete, and as compared to the old format in SPM, you only have to write two essays, and there are only 2 sessions, session A and session B, whereby for the new writing format for SPM, you have to write 3 pieces, 3 essays, and then there are 60 marks altogether. It's a different task, different set of challenge. So it's interesting to see how students cope with that, and how students are expected to achieve the task successfully. And it's also interesting to have teachers to see how can we help to get students to be able to do their best in crafting the essays, in fulfilling the task successfully, because the aim of our SPM here is not for you to complete the task. We want them to develop a set of interest in writing, to make sure that the writing that we are focusing on the new SPM format is not merely to make students fulfill the task. We want them to have the language that is communicative. We want students to develop a set of skill that they are able to deliver their message, their thought, their ideas clearly, directly to the audience. It really resonates to how we use writing in today's world, where email, we no longer use letters to write to people. So we use email, we use private messages, and when we want to talk about certain topic, we go for open topic for discussion. So we want to develop that kind of exercise where students know how to express their thought, to express their opinion, to actually communicate with the audience clearly. And we want them not to be like very bookish, very formal kind of writing. We want it to be, as I said, the keyword here is communicative. It sounds natural, it sounds like a native, it sounds relaxed, it sounds like informal, and then there is so much we can put the emotions in there, and then we can express the idea clearly and unbiasedly. So this is a very interesting skill that we want to develop to students, and thank God that we have the tasks in the paper that actually fulfill the needs. So let's go on to the first part. part 1, students are required to write informal message to an informal audience, which is email. This is an A2 level, okay, which is basic level. For part 2, there are you have to write open essay on a topic. For example, giving opinion. It is discursive, it is argumentative, where you have to express your train of thought, your idea. What do you believe in? How do you see the topic? How can you debate on the topic? So it's basically about that. It tests on you on your critical thinking or your analysis. How do you analyze the topic? How mature is your thinking? How mature is your idea? So this is B1 level. And for part 3, it's about, there are 3 choices. You have to choose one. It is from B2 to C1, B2 to C1 level, which is higher. Yeah, it's the highest requirement that we want students to achieve. And for 3 choices, you only have to write 1 essay. Again, I repeat, there are 3 choices for the last part, and you only have to write 1 essay. The choices given are, you can write either article or report. You either write choice number 2, it's about writing a review, whether it's a movie or it's a book. And choice number 3 is a story, it's a narrative. So this is something somehow it is a bit similar to the previous format, where we have article and report in section A, and story is the requirement or the task requirement for section B. So, and the new one is writing a review. Okay, this is relevant to today's world. And then, as in this era, we write review, food review, food review, and then holiday destination review on hotels, review on movies. So we want students to be able to write their own review. And if you can see here, in part 1, part 2, and part 3, as students progress to the next task, to the next writing task, the set of challenge has increased a bar. Like as they gradually go to one part, another part, it's like playing a game where you can, the first level is so easy. Simply you can ace the game, like you can fulfill all the tasks, and then you're moving up to the next level in your game, and then it gets a bit difficult, tougher, and the next part, the last part, like, as you move along, climbing up the stairs, achieving more trophies, the last part is utterly difficult. The same goes in writing. So the level of difficulty is increased according to the complexity of the task, and also the length of your writing is also longer. As the first part is short, for second part is slightly longer, and the third part takes the most time and also the most amount of words that you need to write. So let's moving on to the next one. So moving on to the next one is overview of writing test tasks. Part 1 and part 2 are compulsory, and there is no choice of question. In part 3, candidates have a choice, and there are 3 different tasks to choose from. So for part 1 and part 2, it is a compulsory task, wajib untuk awak jawab, wajib untuk awak lunaskan. You have to write, and candidates have to write an email to a friend in about 80 words, dalam 80 patah perkataan. This is A2 level, basic. And for part 2, it's also a compulsory task where candidates have to write an essay in about 150 words. The essay and the question is slightly challenging, and students also have to write more. This is a B1 level. And the last part is part 3, where candidates have to choose their task. They can have their personal choice. They can actually choose whatever task which suits them the best. And this part, there are 3 questions or tasks to choose from. The task types may include an article, a review, report, or a story, and candidates have to choose only one. They have to write about 250 words. So this is the most numbering, the most words that they have to write. And of course, the task that they have to complete, it is the most challenging of all tasks. So this is a B2 to C1 level. This is the ones provided by Lembaga Peperiksaan Malaysia, LPM. So they have given us the guideline of how should we expect, and then how can students visualize what should they expect in learning writing, in attempting the question. So for part 1, the instruction goes, you must answer this question. Question 1. You received an email from your new friend, Amy, who has just moved to your hometown. So this is the question. This is a statement. Hi, the school holiday is finally here. Let's go for a picnic with our friends. Where shall we go and what can we do there? What should we bring? I'll be waiting for your reply. Bye. So here's an email from Amy. Candidates must address the task mentioned in the rubric. When you receive a question, you will highlight the new keywords, important keywords that is relevant to the task. So I highlighted the word an email, and the new friend. Amy is the new friend. She is a girl, so we use she. And then just moved to your hometown, baru saja berpindah. So it's about school holiday. I highlighted the school holiday is finally here. So dia ajak pergi piknik. So a picnic, pergi berkelah with our friends. Friends is in plural, more than one friends. So ada 3 tasks. 1, 2, and 3. This is the instruction. Now write an email to your friend in about 80 words. Write your answer below. So the email here that is put to, and it should be an email address. You tak boleh tulis nama penuh, you tak boleh tulis. You cannot write his proper name or his nickname. It has to be an email address that has her name. In the email address, it should has the name Amy. Whatever Amy that you want to put there. And subject means tajuk. What is the subject of your email? Okay, so this is things that I have written. The 3 tasks. This is simply a note to brainstorm the idea, and then I transferred some of the information according to the boxes. So I have created 3 boxes to address 3 different tasks. We want to see how much can you brainstorm from here. And remember, it's a very short email. You don't want to write that much. And linkers, fanboys as usual. Fanboys means for, and, nor, but, or, yet, so. Okay, linkers adalah kata hubung. So we use fanboys, and we also use sentence connector here. Next, furthermore, since, hence, moreover, besides, although, finally. Don't advise students to use besides that. Besides that means direct translation from selain daripada itu. And should there be idioms or proverbs or things that you think suitable for your email, then you can use it. It must not be formal. Kalau formal, it means that your writing sounds so wrong. You are diverted from the task. You want to make sure that you are on the task. This is quite a long list. I brainstormed quite a lot there. You shouldn't be writing that long because you only have to write 80 words. When I first attempted this question, I found it so difficult to write under 100 words. Because when I first started writing my sample of model answer, it goes up to 150, 200 I think. As long as you fulfill all the 3 tasks, then you are okay. This is my model answer to amyfarahfowler@gmail.com. Subject, picnic at Penarik Beach. Picnic sounds great. Count me in. Since you are new in town, let's have a picnic at Penarik Beach. How about this Saturday? This is a perfect chance for us to get to know each other. We have to bring some food and drinks. My mom can bake cheesecake. Can you bring a mat and game cards? We can play games there. If there is a banana boat, we could ride it. We are going to have a blast. Bye. I wrote exactly 80 words, and An advice from my other teacher friends, we know the word limit is 80 words, but if candidates write more than that, even like 10 to 15 words or 20 words, we is still considered acceptable. But it will be too much if they wrote more like hundreds of words. So we want to make sure that students keep their range of words according to the word limit. The one that I highlighted, I use different color of highlighter. So the green one shows the first task, where, and the second one is the activities that we can do, the activities. And the one in purple are the things that you have to bring. The one in pink, this is how we can say that communicative. Count me in means, I memang akan join, which means saya memang saya nak pergi. And then going to have a blast. Okay, so this is how to express that mesti seronok sangat. This is how you express your excitement to your friends. It sounds casual. It's not formal. It sounds very friendly, and then you can feel the excitement. So this is the tone. Remember that we want you to have the tone that express you are actually communicating with your friends. Moving on to the second part 2. You must answer this question. Write your answer in 125 to 150 words in an appropriate style. Question 2. Your class has been discussing how they spend their money, and your teacher has asked you to write an essay about what you would spend your money on. In your essay, you should write about what you would like to buy, reasons for your choice, where do you usually buy these things. Write your essay using all the notes and giving reasons for your point of view. Now, this is the part where we want to say argumentative, giving opinion on whatever topic. So you should express your opinion, how you spend your money on. You are going to write the essay to your teacher, so the set and the tone of the language should be formal. Candidates must address the tasks mentioned in the rubric. Okay, so this is the notes. So the notes here, I randomly write whatever is possible. Here is the model answer. As a student in secondary school, my parents provide me with daily pocket money. Usually, they will give me RM15 per day to spend on bus fare, food, and drinks during recess in school. During recess, I will buy food at school canteen as it provides a variety of healthy choices. I seldom spend my money on drinks as I always carry water bottle to school. A penny saved is a penny earned. So whatever is left of the pocket money will go to my piggy bank. Besides, I will go to popular bookstore on weekends to buy books like novel, comics, reference books, and workbooks. It offers great discounts for its members. As I do not attend any tuition, I prefer to buy reference books on subjects that I need to improve, such as biology and chemistry. Once in a while, I splurge my money on cakes and pastries. So I put it in 3 paragraphs. Everything must be written in present tense because you talk about facts. When you talk about your habit, your spending style, you use present tense. So I'm talking about my spending style, I'm talking about my habit. So everything is mentioned here clearly. If your essay has the details that is needed in the question, your essay is good enough because
I can fly the sky. 내가 지쳤어.